Hey everybody, Josh here. Welcome back to the channel, Bees in the Weeds. We are here out in the apiary. It is an absolutely beautiful late February day. We are 75 degrees here in Kentucky. Absolutely ridiculous in a great way. For me anyway, at least, you know, having nice weather out here. For the bees, could cause some problems being this warm this early. Time will tell. But I'm going to enjoy the weather for now. So it is just phenomenal out here. And of course, we have lots of activity at the hives. And so two in particular, these two culprits right here, are absolutely busting at the entrance. And so I'm a little concerned that these bees have been brooding up for quite some time. They're getting ready to explode in numbers, and I'm really hoping, I seriously doubt it, but I can't help it. The curiosity is absolutely killing me. I need to get in there. I just want to check and see if there's any queen cups. God help me if there's any queen cells for any sort of early swarms. But I hung a swarm trap just the other day, and it's already being scouted. So we could be a month ahead here in Kentucky for swarming season. I mean, it's going to be, what is this, like February 26th or something like that. So I mean, it's March here in just a few days, and so swarming season is upon us. So I can't help it. I really want to get in these hives, at least a couple of them, see how they're doing. I'm going to pull some frames. I mean, 75-degree weather, why not, right? I mean, you know, just might as well see how the bees are doing. I don't have time to pull all of them. You know, I have a job. I have to work during the day, so the sun is getting ready to set there, so I've only got maybe an hour max out here. But I really want to check out these two hives that I've just seen a tremendous amount of bees coming in and out. I've seen bees in all of the hives, but these two, I'm betting they're stuffed. So we're going to take a look at this, and I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. So let's see what we got in here. Okay, let's take a look in this first colony here. Very, very exciting stuff, folks. This is the first inspection of 2024. Awesome. It's always so exciting getting in your bees after a long winter. Am I right? We always get kind of giddy as beekeepers this time of year. You know, it's like, oh, we've been in hibernation all this time. Our bees have been busy at work. There's no question about that. Trying to stay warm all winter long and clustered together, while we humans tend to hibernate. So let's see what we got going on here. Well, there's still some Hive Alive fondant here, so I'm definitely gonna put that back on the colony when I'm done inspecting here. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and peel this back a little bit. All right, I'd say that worked pretty good. They didn't quite, thought maybe they were gonna propolize that shut there, but it doesn't look like it. They've already started combing up a little bit right here. Is that? No way. I mean, I see nectar in here. Hang on, let me grab the camera and bring y'all in close. I want you to see this. You see that? Come on, focus camera. And of course the bees are taking it in because I put smoke in there. So, oh my Lord. Were they getting nectar from maple? Are they bringing in juniper? I don't even know if bees work juniper. If y'all know, leave me a note in the comments. I know for a fact they work maple. Is that maple nectar? Good grief. All right. That's wild. Let's dive into this hive and see what's going on here, man. This is cool stuff. Lots of bees with pollen baskets on, I noticed. Crack this revolving board here and get some smoke. I think this hive is loaded with bees, but I could be wrong. Let's find out. I'm gonna blow some smoke in there though. Let's see what we're getting into. Oh, they had that propolis good. Oh my Lord. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So this is a first for me. So somebody's going to have to tell me February 26th in Kentucky. Is this normal? Can they, so this is my first time feeding fondant. Can they bring in water and take the fondant and convert it to this? I mean, what? Okay. I'm not used to seeing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seams of bees here. So, wow. Well, if this is a testament to Hive Alive, then I'm a believer. All right, I gotta try it. Can't help it. Gotta try it. What are we dealing with here? Because I know this isn't sugar water. So what is this? Oh man, that's good. That's real good. I think that is maple. Wow. Okay, so we are super early here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, folks. I've not seen this yet. Ah. Okay, well. Man, I hate to do this to them, but like, I don't want to scrape all that off, but I'll try to pull frames and leave it to them, but man, they are combing up. I mean, this is, goodness gracious. I mean, surely that's not, they haven't moved that from last year, right? I mean, come on. I mean, come on. I should have a red dot queen in this colony. I mean, this colony's got tons of food. This colony has lots of food. Oh, Lord. Oh. Okay, all right. Look at that. What is going on? I mean, did the honey flow start here already in February and I didn't get the memo? Good Lord. Look at that. Look at all that. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. Look at all that fresh nectar right there at the bottom. Right here. Look at all that. Unreal. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. More and more nectar here. All right. Okay, at some point. So much for the whole, oh, there's going to be a ton of brood in here. So much for that. I better see something though. All right, we're getting a little bit lighter, but not much. Okay, there's bee bread. Lots of bee bread. Bee bread there too, if y'all can see it. So you got capped honey here. All this right here is bee bread. Pollen mixed with some nectar. Lots of bees in here with pollen baskets. The one thing I am looking for is drones, and I don't see any drones yet. Lots of propolis. That's a good thing. All right, man. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Look at that stuff. And normally I would scrape this off, but there's so much recently capped nectar in there. I want to leave it for them. And I'm not ready to take these quilt boxes off yet. It's not time, folks. Just because we get a couple 70-degree days in February, there we go, does not mean it is time to take your quilt boxes off. So, good Lord, we got a nice brood pattern here. We've got, let's see, I'm looking, some recently emerged brood here, capped brood, so they've started to emerge right around here. Just checking this, yeah, there's the queen right there. So hopefully you can see her on the camera. She is a red dot queen, and she's been doing great. So see her right there? Her red dot's a little faded, not bad. Here, let me show you closer on the camera so you can really see her. She's doing great. Okay, focus, focus. Okay, where'd she go? Well, the camera's not focusing. Hang on. Yeah. Gotta see where she ran off to. Hang on, folks. Let me double check where she went here. Every time I look at the camera and then I look back for the queen, of course she disappears on me. Of course, she doesn't like the sunlight. There she is. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on her. Of course, she's patrolling. I've got my eye on her, so let's see if the camera will focus on her. Come on, camera. Okay, I gotta hold this one hand and tap on the screen so it'll focus. There we go. Okay. And there she is. Right there. And that was more difficult than it should have been. So, not a big queen, but holy cow, she's got this hive hopping. So, definitely good genetics. Very good genetics. All right. Put her back in here. I'm gonna pull one more frame. At this point, I'm just kind of curious how much brood is in here. I may end up splitting this colony because come mid-March, when we've got plenty of drones, I'm guessing we're gonna have a fair amount of drones in March, late March. I think this colony is gonna explode. Yeah, quite a bit of capped brood here. Nice pearly white. Oh, there's some drone brood. So your drone brood is right here, if you can see that. It's a lot more pronounced. See how it's higher up? Stands prouder, a lot more prouder than the worker brood right here, the drone brood. I'll show you closer on camera here. So see that? That is drone brood. See how it stands a lot more proud than the worker brood here? This is all worker brood. We've got nice pearly white larva in there. Nice C shape. That's what you want to see. Otherwise, you know, you may have some disease going on. Just warrants further investigation. You can see the nice white C-shaped larva in the cells there. Sorry, you can probably hear my guinea. She's going nuts over here. Okay, you know, this colony has so much food right now. I don't think we're at the point of being concerned with honeybound. But I'll be honest, they don't need any more food, that's for darn sure. So the other thing is, I think this colony is pretty frugal, which I also like those with the genetics. I like frugal bees. They don't blow through their, oh man. Yeah, I mean, there's brood here too. I see eggs. Really, really young larvae. So queen's been on this frame very recently. Nice brood pattern there. More eggs. See this nice circular brood pattern right here. Eggs all through here. Open brood. Honey on the outside. Bee bread right here. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold. All the things you want to see this time of year. So, okay, I'm good. I'm ready to close this colony back up. They're doing really well, as I suspected. So we're gonna take our hive tool, push these all the way back. These bees are actually really calm too, as well. Let's get this frame back in. Oh, it's stuck together. A lot of propolis here. I mean, that's a good thing. This stuff's great. Okay. Now let's get this last frame. Okay, well, let's put this Vivaldi board back on. Really happy with this colony. They're doing great. That is, I just don't know, folks. I mean, come on, there's no way that is from this maple, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss. Y'all tell me. You know, those of you that have been beekeeping for a long time, I'm curious what your thoughts are. I'm still going to put this Hive Alive back on because it's got really good beneficial nutrients and amino acids if they need it. Certainly, they don't need food. But, oh, hive beetle. Got him. Oh, there's another one. Got him. But yeah, I guess I'm just curious what y'all think. Is that honey? I'm assuming the capped honey in there, obviously, is what has survived all the way through the winter, duh. But what about this nectar? What about the open cells that's fresh? I mean, I don't think that's... It doesn't appear to be honey that the bees have uncapped. There's just too much of it. I don't know. Again, I'm curious to hear what the, you know, if there's any really experienced beekeepers, what you all think. So, like I said, we are not out of the woods yet. It is not time to pull your quilt boxes yet. It is not time to put your supers on yet. We are close. It could be within a couple weeks in this part of town, but it's not time yet. So I think, you know, as beekeepers, sometimes we get a little too eager. We want to hurry things up a little bit, and Mother Nature is just not there yet because it's still going to get down into the 20s here. So it's not time. It is not time. But you better be getting your preparations ready because you're quickly running out of time. And so I removed all of the paramoth from at least the covers that I had when I applied paramoth last fall on the supers. I'm letting all the supers air out, and happy to report that it does not appear that I have any wax moth damage, which is awesome. I mean, that's what we go for. So But you want to let that paramoth air out for, I mean, in my opinion, several weeks before you put those supers on the hive. That's Josh's opinion, so. All right. Well, that's fantastic, man. You love to see a colony like that right out of the gate, don't you? So let's go ahead and move on to this next one right next to it and see what that one looks like. All right, let's get into this next one. Boy, I apologize. The previous video, the camera failed to refocus there at the very end. My sincere apologies. You know, when you're a one-man crew and you can't see the camera while you're messing with the bees, I think sometimes that's the downside. That's the risk you take. All right, let's give these bees a little smoke here. All right, so let's see what we're getting into on this one. Now I'm paranoid. I hope the camera is focusing. Good grief. What's up with that? All right. Well, we still got some bees in the hive alive here. All right, set that aside. There's still plenty of fondant left in that one. Of course, they're combing up as well. Why not? Not quite as bad as the other one. As far as how much comb they've built. I'm just quickly scanning for my queen here. I don't see her. Now let's go ahead and shake these bees down. All right. Set this aside. Okay, this colony's not quite as big as the other one, so I think I can do a normal inspection on this one. Let's get this comb off here. It's not filled with nectar or whatever that was. All right. What do we got here? Well, whew, white cappings there. I mean, I think this is all fresh. I'll be honest, guys. Not much on that side. That looks fresh. New white cappings. I mean, come on. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Now, this is older stuff, I bet. Capped honey here, but this is a heavy frame. Look at that. I hope you can see it. Let's hope it's not blurry. Good grief. Set that one aside. All right. Take a look at this next one. Ooh, heavy. Goodness Lord, that's heavy. I'm telling you, I see nectar in there, and it could be what they've uncapped. I mean, this stuff right here, capped honey. So, jeez. Talk about tons of food. I mean, these colonies have tons of food. Okay, much lighter. I would expect brood here. Yep. All open brood. Little bit of capped brood. I'm scanning for the queen here because she very well could be on this frame. I've lost my sunlight, so I can't see as well, but I do see nice pearly white C-shaped larva. There's the queen. Oh, this is my white dot queen, guys. Oldest queen in the apiary. What a rock star. I need to split this colony. Her genetics are phenomenal. There she is. Come on, make an appearance. Walk around. So the old statement, will you raise good bees? White, yellow, red, and this year is green. This queen is 3 years old. Yeah, you raise, yeah, yep. So, and let's see. Look at that. Tiny, I don't know if you can see on camera, tiny little C-shaped larva in those cells. She's been an awesome queen. Awesome queen. Gentle bees. You can see down in there, a little bit older. So, awesome, awesome queen. Wouldn't mind, expanding her genetics throughout my apiary, that's for sure. She's been great. Calm bees, too. Especially this time of an evening when they can get a little irritable when the sun is going down. You get all those foragers that are returning to the colony. Really good brood pattern here. These bees are emerging right here. All this is capped brood. Nice honey on the outside here. Bee bread up here. Same thing on the other side. And look, folks, this is a foundationless frame. I don't know if you can tell here, but this is all open on the bottom. They've got it secured right here. But this is one of those, probably from a swarm trap, I'm assuming. So let's take one look at one last frame here and see what we got. I have to remember these two colonies, because these are probably the ones that I want to split this year. Yeah, look at that. Awesome brood pattern. 3 years, and she's still absolutely laying like a champ. Look at that. Bee bread on the outside, honey. Really, really good. I can't help it. Let's look at one more. Ew. Okay, so this is all new, freshly drawn comb. And that's all bee bread. Okay. Ugh. Shoo. Hurts your back bending over. At least when you're getting old like me, right? So. All right, let's push these frames back. So she's my oldest queen in the apiary. I have one other queen over here that is a yellow dot queen. And the rest of them should be red dot. Too early in the year to have any 2024 queens. But inevitably I'll have some, and I'll mark those green. So, but yeah, this colony's doing great. Let's push it back together. Awesome. All right, let's get our Vivaldi board back on. Okay. We still have some bees in the fondant here. Go ahead and stick them back. There we go. Yeah, I'm quickly running out of daylight here. That's for sure. So these are the only two that I'm going to get into today. They looked like they were doing really good just based off the entrance activity. You know, anytime you see pollen coming in, that's a very good sign. The bees are likely raising young if you see pollen coming in. If you don't, it doesn't mean that there's a problem. It's just probably warrants further inspections. But yeah, so these 2 hives definitely doing well. All the other hives, at least as far as I can tell from the entrance activity, I'm seeing pollen coming in all 10 of them. So really good sign. Again, you know, not to brag or anything, but I've never lost a hive through the winter here. Our winters are not that terrible. They're not extreme cold. We get down into the single digits. Sometimes we get into the negatives, but I think if you're focused on really good nutrition, probably the most important is making sure that you've got a IPM program, an integrated pest management varroa mite program, something to kill the mites. There's all sorts of different philosophies on that in terms of, oh, I use this, I use that. I'm still learning. I still talk to some of the master beekeepers and find out what they do. I keep changing what I'm doing. But bottom line, I am focused on killing varroa mites. And that's important. You cannot successfully manage bees without varroa mite treatment, whether that be treating with miticides, natural treatments by removing drone brood, or queen rearing by specifically targeting mite-resistant stock. All of that, in my opinion, is actively managing against varroa. And so as long as you're doing that, that's probably the single most important thing you can do in beekeeping, in my opinion. That will dictate a lot of whether you're successful or not, because the varroa destructor mite single-handedly is responsible for the most colony collapses, hands down, at least in the United States. I can't speak for everywhere in the world, but if you do enough research on this, you read enough articles, you talk to fellow beekeepers, everything, you go to enough of these conferences, it's the same message over and over and over again. Varroa destructor, public enemy number 1. So you got to have an IPM system in place. There's no excuse. You have to do it. So, but with that said, good nutrition, dead mites, and, you know, healthy bee equals healthy bees. And I think that, you know, inevitably, Mother Nature is going to take one of these colonies from me in the wintertime. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. You're going to get a queen that fires blanks that didn't get properly mated. You're going to get a queen that dies of natural causes or something, and it turns into a laying worker. It's going to happen, okay? It's not like I'm doing something amazing here. However, I will tell you that your likelihood of success significantly increases if you provide good food and nutrition. Make sure that your colonies are the appropriate weight, depending on the size, single deep, which is the only thing I do, or double deeps, triple deeps, okay? Whatever it is, going to winter, make sure the hives are the appropriate weight, okay? And make sure your mites are dead or as low as absolutely possible when the bee calendar starts in August. Kill your mites. Get them down. Get those fat bees that have the extra fat bodies that are going to last for months and months and months through the winter months in the colony. Get those bees healthy, and you will have success overwintering your colonies. It's literally that simple. There's nothing magical about it. The bees will do all the hard work for you, but do what you need to do as a beekeeper with good nutrition and killing the mites that they struggle to do themselves. Again, unless you are finding mite-resistant stocks, which, you know what, I kind of agree with Jake Barker on this. Inevitably, we all are probably going to have a come-to-Jesus moment where we need to all actively be managing and rearing queens that show mite-resistant genetics. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I'm not there yet. I don't have the expertise to do that yet. I hope to get there one day. That is absolutely my goal, but I'm not there yet. So I will use miticides and natural practices like removing drone brood, etc., to try to keep my mites down as low as possible. So that's it. I didn't want this to turn into a super long video, but it's so exciting this time of year when we get to pop some tops and look at the bees and see how they're doing. and see that they are actually doing fantastic and they're multiplying and they're doing great and they have plenty of food, that warms a beekeeper's heart. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. You all have been fantastic. I love the comments. I love reading the feedback, mostly. There's some negative feedback that I could do without, just some absolute trolls out there. But you know what? You're going to deal with that no matter who you are. So it always gives me a good laugh, and then I block them and then I move on. So, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll be sure to post some more soon. I mean, it's going to be swarm season. It's going to be on. I already saw scout bees checking out the swarm traps earlier today. So you'll probably hear it in every beekeeper's voice, you know, the excitement and what's about to come, because we know the nectar flow is about to come and the bees are going to be on it, and we're going to be up to our elbows in work out here. But you know what? It's a labor of love. We absolutely love this. So again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have an awesome week, and I'll see you guys on the next one.